Hello and congratulations on making it through this May 24th hump day. We appreciate you joining us. The weekend is just around the corner. You're watching 18 WJTS, and I'm Joyce Murrell reporting. Just before 11 o'clock yesterday morning, the Perry County Sheriff's Office was informed of 2 missing children in a rural area and contacted the Indiana State Police for assistance. Multiple southern Indiana law enforcement agencies responded to a home in the heavily wooded area of Orchard Road in St. Croix to search for the 5-year-old girl and 3-year-old boy who reportedly left the residence at that location. Law enforcement agencies, volunteer firefighters, several K-9 units with out-of-state agencies, and an Indiana State Police helicopter canvassed the area in search of the children. Just over an hour after receiving the initial report, at 12:51 p.m., the 3-year-old boy was located in the heavily wooded area by the Perry County Sheriff's Office and search and rescue personnel. 1 hour later at 1:51 p.m., state troopers located the 5-year-old girl. EMS treated both children at the scene and released them to their parents. Locating the children safely was a combined effort from at least 4 county agencies, multiple law enforcement agencies, and 9 other state conservation agencies. Du Bois County Pride, whose mission is to empower and celebrate the LGBTQ+ community and promote allyship locally, has been granted nonprofit status. The designation allows Du Bois County Pride to receive tax-deductible donations. The organization is an offshoot of the committee that put on the popular Pride in the Park Festival, an event that originated and was overseen by one Du Bois County. Du Bois County Pride has taken ownership of the festival, scheduled this year for June 24th at the Dave Beeler Plaza in Jasper. It's already been instrumental in establishing Mosaic, a youth group that aims to provide a safe and supportive space for LGBTQ+ youth and their parents. The group meets from 6 until 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the first Wednesday of each month at the VUJ campus. Plans for establishing and incorporating Du Bois County Pride began last year following the festival, and its board of directors includes Mary Warner, the president and executive director, Jessica Gubbins, the secretary, treasurer Andy Gubbins, as well as Landon Weidenbender and Adelie Schraring. For more information or to donate, visit www.duboiscountypride.com. Du Bois County Pride can also be found on Facebook and Instagram. A 3.5-year prison sentence has been issued to 45-year-old James H. Cox of Kentucky following his guilty plea to 2 counts of wire fraud, 1 count of filing a false federal income tax return, and 2 counts of failure to file a federal income tax. Court documents state that Cox was employed as a parts manager for a multi-state business from March 2015 through November 2020. His duties included ordering parts, signing for them upon arrival, and logging the parts into inventory. Cox used his 5-year employment to take advantage of the business by ordering unnecessary parts and paying for them with company funds. Officials say Cox would steal the merchandise, which included several HVAC units and LED display kits, then sell them on eBay without the company's permission. Once payment for the stolen parts was made using PayPal, Cox pocketed the proceeds from the sale. He also violated eBay's user agreement by failing to disclose to buyers that the goods were stolen. Cox stole approximately 400 items during his 5-year employment that resulted in a loss of nearly $432,000. He'll be supervised by the U.S. Probation Office for 3 years after being released from prison and owes his former employer over $81,000, along with more than $349,000 to the employer's insurance company and almost $107,000 to the IRS. As the 2022-2023 academic school year closed out on May 6th, 5 Oakland City University faculty members closed out their illustrious careers in education. The faculty members that have announced their retirements include Dr. Kathy Gonzalez, the Associate Professor of Education, Dr. Thomas Lewis, the Professor of Christian Education and Religious Studies, Dr. Douglas Lowe, the Professor of New Testament, Dr. Denise Pinnock, the Professor of Library Services, and Dr. Randy Mills, the Associate Professor of Education. Collectively, they have over 146 years of service provided to the institution. OCU President Dr. Ron Dempsey recently celebrated the retirement announcements with the retirees and their spouses at a dinner with the Board of Trustee members of the President's Cabinet, and guests. President Dempsey presented the 5 retirees with a crystal replica of the OCU bell tower. In recent years, third-party food delivery services like DoorDash and Uber Eats have become a popular and convenient way for people to order food from a restaurant, especially when Indiana restaurants were forced to switch from in-person dining to takeout and delivery options. Here's State Senator Mark Messmer with more.
This caused third-party food delivery services to increase in popularity as Hoosiers look to support restaurants despite not being able to eat in person. These new food delivery systems took advantage of the fact that there was no regulations in place to protect businesses or consumers. In some cases, these services would deliver food from a restaurant to a customer without an agreement with the business. This year, the Indiana General Assembly passed legislation that requires food delivery services to have an agreement with the restaurant in order to transport their food. House Enrolled Act 1279 allows restaurants without an agreement with the service to stop the service from delivering their food with a 72-hour notice. This allows restaurants to manage who delivers their food and ensures drivers maintain important food standards to keep Hoosiers safe. Another important part of this bill regulates the data collected by these delivery companies in order to keep Hoosiers' information safe and in the right hands. The bill unanimously passed the General Assembly and will go into effect on July 1st.
Thank you, Senator Messmer. As always, feel free to contact the Senator office directly with questions and concerns by email to senator.messmer@iga.in.gov or by calling 800-382-9467. We'll be right back with a check of the weather, followed by Kurt Gutzel with sports.